Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. This video is going to be about Clan Boss. One of the requests that I get a lot from my viewers is that our Clan Boss team cannot do Ultra Nightmare. This is my secondary account, which I've been neglected, so probably you have better gear than this account. And with this account, I can 3-key Nightmare Clan Boss. And that's what I hear a lot from US players. We can 3-key or even 2-key Nightmare, but when we try to move to Ultra Nightmare, we're getting completely wiped out because it's a different game. If we check on Hell Hades website, what we'll see is that, let me see if I have it open here. Yeah, I do. So this is Nightmare Clan Boss. You see that the Clan Boss got almost 3.9k attack. If we move to Ultra Nightmare, that jumps to 7k attack. It's almost double. So the Clan Boss hits double harder than what it does on Nightmare. And the other thing is that damage keeps increasing, keeps ramping up. The thing about Clan Boss teams is that there's a bit of RNG into it, because if you get lucky and pull some of the champs that can build an unkillable team with, like the Meta, Helicath, if you were not playing during his fusion time, uh, who else? Maneater, of course, Roshkar, the Tower, Cernek, all of the champs that put either block damage or unkillable, that you can go to Deadwood Jedi website, deadwoodjedi.com, and just build your unkillable comp, load them with attack or crit rate or poisons or whatever, and then you'll achieve at least your 2-3 key Ultra Nightmare comfortably. If you didn't get lucky with an unkillable comp, the only other option that you have is to build a tanky team that can take the damage from Clan Boss. How do you build such a team? You didn't get lucky with the unkillable, so second thing is that work with what you have, champ-wise. Are you building a cleanser healer team that can apply shields? Let's take a few examples here from this account. For example, Brogni. Where's Brogni? Yep. So Brogni applies shields on a 3-turn cooldown, which is amazing for Clan Boss. Stack him with HP or with damage. He can increase the shield based on the damage he does. Basically, you want this team to be shielded. If you have Valkyrie, like I have on this account, keep the team shielded when the Clan Boss hits, and that goes into the speed tuning. I'll talk about that a bit later. So put up the shields, put up the Ally Protect. Ally Protect is amazing there. I have a dedicated video on the best Ally Protectors for Clan Boss that you can check. So we have someone like Turagi. Turagi actually applies shields and Ally Protect, so he's one of the best for Clan Boss. You have someone like Sandlash Survivor, who also increases the buffs and then puts that Ally Protect on a 4-turn cooldown. You work with what you have, but basically you have only 2 ways of achieving that 4 key. You get 4 keys per day, more or less. So you want to get 70 million, which is roughly the Ultra Nightmare damage top chest. Is it now? Okay, so it's 70.2 million. So you need a minimum of, like, let's say, if you're hitting on and off 18, 19 million per key on Ultra Nightmare, you will guarantee the top chest of Ultra Nightmare. To do this, there is only one of 2 ways. Either you can do enough damage to the Clan Boss before turn 20 or 25, when he starts hitting really hard, slamming you into the ground, or you survive long enough. You have the shields, you have the Ally Protects, and you just keep healing and surviving using life steal or heals or whatever, so you can survive long enough to do that damage. How can you do damage fast and get to that key if you cannot do the second strategy? You just build your team as fast as possible. You have Ally Attack champs. I have a dedicated video on this. Please go check it. Best Ally Attack champs for Clan Boss, like Farrakhan the Fat or Krila Witch On, or Counter Attack. So what Ally Attack speed or Counter Attack will do is that it will allow you with War Master or Giant Slayer from Masteries to hit the clan boss more hits before he starts hitting too hard. So by turn 20, every one of your team attacked like I don't know 2 or 3 times per round per clan boss hit. So you achieve those 18, 19 million and you get your 4 key. Or if the beam is tanky enough, you can build it slower and load it with HP and defense so it can survive much longer in the fight. Um, for the second option, you need accuracy for your poisoners, but other than this, just load it with HP and defense. For your clan boss team, if you're building a traditional comp, the top two pieces, like if we go to Turagi, for example, the top two pieces should be HP percent or defense percent. So, because you wanted this team as tanky as possible, it can be one on one. The overall stats, let me check my Turagi, for example, here. The overall stats, I would say, it can be a bit like this defense is too low for Ultra Nightmare. I'm not using him there, I'm only using him for Faction Wars. But you need around, I would say, at least 45k HP minimum, and then 3.5k defense to stand those hits on Ultra Nightmare. That's not math, it's just from the top of my head there. What about speed? Accuracy, you need around 270 accuracy, 260, 270 accuracy. Probably I stopped using Draco. Go watch that video. Oh, it's not on this account. Anyway, yeah. So let's check my. Actually, my Turagi is not on my primary account too. So whatever, yeah. Like this is not Ultra Nightmare accuracy. You need around 260, 270 accuracy for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Now let's talk about speed tuning, which is the last component. If we go to Hell Hades here, the clan boss speed on Ultra Nightmare is 190. First thing you want all the team to take turns closely. So if someone is applying shields, if someone is applying ally protect, speed up, cleanse, whatever, you want those to go in turn. Those speed tunes are in Deadwood Jedi's website, deadwoodjedi.com. I put in the description below, but I'm not talking about a specific comp here. So uh, if you want to go faster than the clan boss, all your champs should be above 190 and they should go in the order that you want them to. For example, your fastest champ, let's say it's going to be 198 because he's speeding up the whole team like Apothecary or Deacon Armstrong. Then the second and the third should go in sequence. The one who's applying decreased defense or weaken, which is very important for the clan boss, should go second before your main damage dealers. Then your damage dealers or poisoners. You'll tell me that you're depending on poisons, but again, you're building everyone with more War Master or Giant Slayer masteries. So you do need decreased defense and weaken, War Master and Giant Slayer, so that you can gain more damage from these hits. One of the most important roles is decreased attack. You want a champion like Sepulchre Sentinel that applies decreased attack on A1, and this champ should go last in order before the clan boss hits. It should be at like 191. Why? Because this will help decrease the damage that you receive because uh, decreased attack will make the clan boss hit you only half as hard. Best strategies are shields and ally protect if you want to survive for a little bit on Ultra Nightmare. Building teams with crazy speeds is not realistic for early player. What I'm trying to do on this account, and I'll help you on, let me show you my clan boss team here that I'm 3 keying Nightmare with. It's not tuned at all, it's this one. So I'm using, of course, Valkyrie. Mausoleum Mage is just, I throw him here because he's built, but Turagi for a life protect, Valk for the shields and counter attack. And then AOX the Rememberer is allowing me to apply that decrease attack. The team is not speed tuned. If you've seen the speed, it's all messed up there. So what I'll try to build on this account, and I'll try to avoid using Valkyrie because she's a bit too strong and not all players have her. I'll try to apply an ally protect team that can 4 key Ultra Nightmare with the level of gear I have on this account. If I manage to do this, I'll show it to you, but that's what you're aiming for. 190 plus speed, all team in tune. Go to deadwoodjedi.com and check the speed tune there. Around 40-50k HP, 3k or 3.5k defense, so they can survive. Uh, 250 minimum accuracy for your debuffers, people applying attack down, defense down, and weaken, or poisons, so you can always land these on the clan boss. One of the roles that I'll try to look whom I have to apply it is cleanser. You want to cleanse the stun, you want to cleanse the decreased speed, and the cleanser should also be one of the roles that go slower than the clan boss. So decrease attack goes just before the clan boss hits. Your cleansers go after the clan boss hits. So if it's 190, if we're talking Ultra Nightmare, your cleanser should go at 189, for example, or 188 or whatever. I'll try building the team and I'll show it to you in the coming weeks, but this is basically the logic behind it. Go to Deadwood Jedi, and you already said that, so I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll wrap up for now. I hope you liked this video. I hope I gave you some useful information there. Um, I'll put on the screen now the roles you need, the numbers that I think are realistic for Clan Boss for an early account. I'll just put them on the screen while I'm talking now so you can see them and build towards those numbers. Uh, yeah, and the roles you want there: decrease defense, weaken, decrease attack, and all of this. You'll see it on the screen. Hope you like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll stop rambling now. Bye.